Welcome, everyone. We are here live for Power Talk Tuesday. I am your host, Nadia Francois, visionary of Powerful Affirmations for FemPreneurs. I am here and I have some of my sisters with me. And tonight we are going to talk about confidence in business. I'm going to bring these ladies in. We have Miss Celeste Payne, Dr. Dion Smith, Dr. Enola Pillard, Dana Ayo, and Dr. Felicia Borski Young. How y'all doing, ladies? Unmute yourselves.
Doing good.
Doing great,
Good.
Hello.
Welcome to Power Talk Tuesday. We'll take this opportunity. You all go to my page or to the Aries International page and share. And then we will start our introductions. So while they sharing, I will give a little information about our book. Our book is called Powerful Affirmations for FemPreneurs, and the ebook version was released on July 26th, 2021. So we are brand new out here, and we are super excited about the release of this book, about the impact that it has had on lives already. So tonight we are here. We are going to talk about confidence in business, and we are also going to hit in on our book as well. Every lady here is a contributing author on the FemPreneur Powerful Affirmations for the FemPreneurs. We are members of the FemPreneur Society, which is a society that was created to cultivate relationships to help women entrepreneurs grow spiritually, personally, and develop in business. So, ladies, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Miss Celeste, go ahead and introduce yourself. I can't hear you. Unmute, honey.
All right, there we go. My name is Celeste Payne. I am a graphic designer, an artist. I'm an arts educator, and I recently became a therapeutic art life coach. So I'm excited about that.
Really nice.
And I'm just excited to be amongst the ladies and to learn, share, and grow with everyone today.
Awesome. Dr. D.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Dion Smith. I'm a licensed professional counselor, nationally certified counselor, and recently got my doctorate degree in biblical psychology. So I'm so glad to be a co-author amongst these powerful ladies. So y'all put your seatbelt on because we're about to rock and roll.
Yes. Dr. Felicia.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Felicia Borski Young. I'm a licensed professional Christian therapist. I'm the pastor of Women's Development and Heavenly Hope Ministries, and I'm glad to be here tonight amongst these powerful women and to co-author this book.
Awesome. Dana.
Good evening, ladies. My name is Dana Ayo. I am the CEO of HD Bling T-shirts and accessories. I am a designer of beautifully rhinestone embellished T-shirts where we have the lady in mind. Also, we create beautiful face masks as well. We inspire women to look and feel their very best and to be confident while doing so. Also, we also help other business owners to further promote their brand by using the artistry of bling with their t-shirt designs. We help women to proclaim who they are, where they're going, and to let them know that they're going to receive the very best that life has to offer. Also, I am a travel boss, and I am a recently best-selling co-author of the Powerful Affirmations for FemPreneurs.
Yes. Come on, Dr. Pilar.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Enola Pillard. I have my doctoral in cosmetology. I am a licensed certified life coach. I'm an author. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a hairstylist of 24 years. I'm also a grieving coach. I'm also a brand ambassador of 337 Media. I'm also a trichologist, and I just became a holistic hair practitioner. So I'm excited to be on tonight. It is indeed an honor.
Yes, yes, ladies, listen at those resumes. Oh my God, we have some very knowledgeable women here tonight. So let's get started. So we are going to talk about confidence in business, right? So first, I want to get everyone's or a couple of our definitions of confidence. So I'll start with Dr. Pilar. What's your definition of confidence?
My definition of confidence is not something that can be earned. It's something that you have to have a strong will to desire. Having confidence is being bold, to stand out, to make a difference in the light of others.
Awesome, awesome. And Miss Celeste, tell us your definition.
Okay, so for me, confidence means that I trust myself enough to be brave enough to do what I feel on the inside that I should be doing without being dissuaded or turned away based on outward circumstances or what other people have to say about it.
All right, Dr. D.
Well, I'm gonna define like self-confidence, and that would include believing in oneself, in your abilities, your talents, and your skills, and not being easily deterred away from that.
I like that. Dr. Felicia, I'm gonna just go and let all y'all answer because it just sounds so good.
All of the good answers are taken. Okay, so yes,
You can repeat it. You can repeat it. We doing a definition, so of course it'll be
I
close.
would say confidence is not lacking any self doubt, just believing in yourself and believing in your abilities and who you are.
Yes, that's good. That's good. And Dana.
Confidence is feeling assured in what you believe in, where you're going, and not allowing others to sway you from your beliefs and what you truly feel is best for you, is best for your life.
Yes, yes, yes. So all of you, of course, are correct in your response, but I'll just round it all off to confidence being just like you ladies said, us being assured, us being bold, us walking in our purpose, us walking in our right, knowing what we want and going for it. So that is pretty much a synopsis of what everyone said. Holding our head up. Look, no matter what, no matter who, or no matter whatever comes our way, we are pushing through, smiling. And I know that's a lie. But we're supposed to be smiling, ladies. But I know sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it gets hard to continue with the smile and pushing past everything, letting everything just roll off your shoulders. But to be honest, that's really how we're supposed to walk in this thing, like just really in our own zone, in our own lane, and doing what God tells us to do, right? So, with that being said, how have you ladies built up your confidence? Because confidence is also something that you have to build. It's a process. It's not something that, of course, we are born with it, but it still has to be developed, right? So as we're young, our confidence is developed in people telling us positive things and uplifting things about ourselves to make us feel good, right? And to make us not shy away from some things that will help us get farther in life. So tell me some of those ways that you have had to build. I know, when we get down in the dumps, we have to build ourselves back up. So how have you been able to do that? And y'all can just go in order.
For me, one of the things I've done is just embrace my uniqueness and my weirdness or whatever. Like, I'm unique, I'm different, and I let go of trying to compare myself to other people, and just instead of looking at them, finding out what's great about me, and that has helped me build up self confidence because I'm no longer trying to compare myself to anybody else. And I would say this too, um, letting go of the need to explain my uniqueness, and trying to, because for me, because I don't fit in a lot of places. So I just don't fit in there. And I'm just okay with that. And it took a while to get there, but this is me. And I don't have to explain why I do what I do, as long as, of course, I would not do things to intentionally harm someone and not be selfish. But, you know, I'm just me. And either you like me or you don't.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I like that though. I really do. Embracing uniqueness, being okay with not fitting in. That yeah. Dr. D.
So for me, it would consist, and I think I said it on a clubhouse before. Sometimes I have to do a pull up, and then sometimes I have to do a push up. And I just like to use that analogy because sometimes the confidence and the reassurance has to come from within. So that means I'm going to look at those things that I really like about myself. And like, I love what Celeste said, my uniqueness. Even when you talk about physical, instead of highlighting maybe the fat cells that gathered on this side, you might want to focus on, I love my smile, or I don't know, I love my full gluteus maximus. You have to learn how to embrace those things that you really love about yourself. And I would say that would be like, me doing like a push up, but then sometimes I need a pull up. And that confidence, even though I have it, I need a tribe around me that I know can affirm those things when I am down. I'll need the word of God to affirm those things when I am down. So that's kind of how I look at it. I have to push myself up sometimes. And then sometimes my tribe have to say, come on, girl, get it together. You know who you are in God. And then they have to pull me up. So I hope that helps somebody.
Yes, yes. The pull up or push up method. I like that. Embrace what you love about yourself and surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you and pull you up when you're down. I like that. Dr. Felicia.
Glory to God. Of course, I'm coming from the word, but I really had to come to a point to where I paid attention to the way that I talk to myself, because we talk to ourselves more than anybody else in the world, and so we can at least be nice to ourselves. So I really pay attention to how I talk to myself, and I only say what the word says about me. And if I catch myself thinking a thought that doesn't line up with the word, then I can cast that down. I've given myself permission to be free, and permission to like what I like and not like what I don't like, and to pay attention to my body, because if we pay attention to our bodies, if we tense up around someone or in a certain area, then we don't have to force ourselves to be in that atmosphere. And so I pay attention to my body, I pay attention to my thoughts, and I pay attention to how I speak to myself. And then that way, that really boosts my confidence, or it maintains my confidence at the very least.
Yes, I like that. Watch how you speak to yourself and speak only those words that God has put on us, right? I like that. Dana.
Yes, I feel I allow God to lead me. And my thing is I don't look to the left, I don't look to the right, but I try and stay straight ahead with the assignment that God has given me. And the assignment that he's given me may not be the assignment that he's given anyone else that's around me. Therefore, they may not understand why I'm going in the direction that I'm going in. And it may not be meant for them to understand until they see where I end up. And I've gotten to a point in life where I don't try and convince other people. I don't need others to necessarily come along with me, as long as I know that God has directed me. And usually in the end, I mean, they'll see exactly, where I'm coming from in the end and what God has showed me. But we just have to, I just find that it's so important just not to look to the left or look to the right, especially when you know that you've heard from God, because the journey is yours. It's not necessarily everyone else is around you. God may use you to be an example for those people. And once you've made it to where he's been leading you, then they'll see and they'll follow suit. You never know, you know, the reason that God is sending you in a certain direction, you never know who it's going to help. So
Right.
therefore, I just try and follow God, when I'm instructed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So staying focused on your assignment and letting your work show the results, right?
Yes.
All right. I love it. All right, Miss Enola, how do you keep your confidence on a high level?
Well, I can honestly say that in different seasons, it's different things that I use. Like what I use in the last season may not work for this season. And I keep myself open in position to hear from God, to, develop me, to shape me, and to mold me. I also keep myself surrounded about things, you to build my spiritual muscles, where there's motivational videos. Keep myself surrounded with those that, how there, you may have a Mary and Elizabeth relationship. You may talk to someone and it make your baby jump. So I keep myself surrounded around things that will keep my fire burning, taking classes, going to summits, watching virtuals. That's in this season, that's what's helping me. But I can honestly let you, share with you guys, like in this season, the Holy Spirit spoke to me that for my prayers to be answered, the level, the weight of what I'm asking God for, it was some things that I had to sharpen up, some areas. And so I cannot tell you that it's been easy, but it's building my confidence that I can do it from the word of God. And I do see a change. Everything that I've been obedient, just as as what was shared from the word of God, just what may work for me may not work for someone else. But that's what's helping me. But I do notice that in different seasons, God used different things to help keep my confidence and to keep me where I need to be to follow to be obedient to the word of God.
Absolutely. So staying in tune with God and surrounding yourself with positive motivation and information to help you stay on track and get to the next level, right? You muted yourself. All right. Well, that's okay. You don't have to respond to that. Yes. So, y'all, these are great, great, great points. Embracing uniqueness, being okay with not fitting in, pulling up or pushing up, embracing what you love about yourself, surrounding yourself with a tribe of people to pull you up or push you up. Watch how we speak to ourselves. Speak life over ourselves, over what only what God has spoken over us, right? The positive. Stay focused on your mindset. Let your work show. I mean, I said mindset. Stay focused on my assignment. Sorry about that. Let your work show the results and stay in tune with God. Surround yourself with positive motivation and learning opportunities. I love it, y'all. So, now that we have defined confidence, we know how we build ourselves back up. Let's switch it into the business mode, right? Because it's so much that we have to put into perspective when we taking it into the marketplace. So, for me, when confidence in the marketplace, means that you are set apart, right? You are set apart from the mediocre. You are an expert in your field. You are a leader in your industry. And so, therefore, you have to carry yourself in such a way, right? Your image has to portray all of those things so that what the public can receive you in that way, and then you can get the return in that way, right? Because what are you in business for if it's not to gain customers and to make a return? All right. So that's what we're going to continue on. I know that all of you ladies are or have either or self-employed slash employed or just self-employed. So I want a little bit from both ends, right? Because we have to be able to handle ourselves at work as well when we are working around others. But sometimes, what does our confidence do on a job? It intimidates those around us. So I want to hit on that, and we're going to just start with Dr. Enola. We'll start with you. Let us know how confidence translates in your business.
Well, as I shared, God is really dealing with me because I'm a little, so nice. I had a, time of just being so nice and compassionate and want everybody to be happy. But in this season, God is calling me to be firm. He has changed some rules, and He have given me. I had a list of rules that He gave me that needed to change, and I found myself starting off really, really strong, and then I was swaying right back, and He pushed me right back, and He reminded me to be able to handle the weight of what you believe in me for. You have to be firm. There's some people that's around you. They feel, as for in business, they feel they know you. They can get on your good side and they can get over you. But I have seen a change that I've been respected. Being firmer with with the things that God have called me to walk in, I feel that there's a certain level of respect. There's certain things people won't even try.
Right.
I know you, Nadia, you're a hairstylist, so we get it all probably almost every day of someone
Yeah.
coming in. But I am so grateful, that God is, that He's leading me to be firmer, to be able to handle of what's to come. So that's one of the things that that I noticed for myself, to be
Awesome.
firmer and to stick to whatever rules or whatever I have in place, to stick to them, and
Good.
really be led by God. Even if He say, what, going on and bless her today, be led by God, but to stick to what He's telling me to do, because He wants that. It's obvious He's ready to answer. There's an expiration date of me being in the waiting room, and for me to be able to handle it and keep it, I have to be firmer. So that's one of the things that I would like to share. And I'm so grateful because of the level of respect. You know how sometimes you may have to go up on your prices, or, there's a lot of changes. I didn't even realize how I was allowing clients to tell me when they wanted to come. And it's like, no, I will check my schedule and let you know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
learning balance. I didn't even realize how much I was working so much. Through the pandemic, I was not enjoying my home, just some time away from my family, and even me, even self-care.
Yeah.
So my life has completely, definitely changed on that level. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but it's definitely helping me, and like I said, I feel so much more respected, and I feel like I'm living. I'm achieving my goals and dreams, but I'm also learning balance and living.
Awesome. I love that. I love it. And the thing about it is boundaries, right? That is, what we have to make sure we maintain at all times. That is how you keep that balance, or is in, like most of us say, it's really not a equal balance. You can call it a balance, but it's not like 50-50. It's not even a 60-40. Most times it's like 80-20, 20 for us, 80 for everybody else. But it's not the time, it's what you do with it, right, guys? So yes, learning boundaries, sticking to your guns, staying firm, not letting people boss you around and tell you what you gonna do at they time. No, now we not doing it. We not doing it.
Right.
All right, I love it, Dr. Enola. Dana, come on with it, honey. How is confidence spilling over into your business or the lack of?
Well, I feel that confidence is so important as far as your business is concerned, because if you're not confident in who you are in your business and you're not confident in your capabilities and abilities, then the clients that's coming your way, they are not going to be confident in the level of services that you can provide. So I feel you have to, make sure that you're knowledgeable in your field, and you have to allow that confidence to exude, whereas your clients are going to see and feel that you can produce the product, the service, whatever state of business that you're in. They need to know and feel that you're definitely the person, and that you definitely can produce the end product that they're in need of. So sometimes people may call it arrogance. Sometimes people are intimidated by your gift, but you have to walk in boldness, and you have to walk in confidence in letting people know, what your capabilities are.
Absolutely. Yes, I like that. Because if you around here like, I think I can
No,
fix
I
your
can
hair
do
style
that. I
show.
got that. I
Think
got
I
that.
can. I might. Let me see. Now, what colors you want? I don't know if they have all that. Them people gonna be like, baby, don't worry. Man, I'll call you right back.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, we
because
have to
because
be
because
confident
what
in
we have to
ourselves.
realize is that we're the professional in our field, and the people are coming to us
Yes,
because they see us as the professional, and we have to walk in it.
absolutely. Boom, that's it. Dr. Fee, what you got?
Oh my goodness, this is so good. So, for me, it's twofold. So it's learning to know when to go forward and when to pull back. I like to say it like this. I have to remind myself, you are not God. You cannot help everybody.
Yes,
And it's just like turning it off. I think we talked about this on the clubhouse. Turning it off, man. Just turning it off. That's like, for me, sometimes that's overconfident. And then I deal with, on the other end, okay, God may say, like, write the book. And then, okay, I'm gonna write the book, but I'm procrastinating because I don't feel like I'm gonna do it perfectly, or like somebody who's been writing for 20 years or something to that nature. But just like both of these ladies alluded to, it's about just knowing yourself, knowing your worth, but then also not being afraid to take the risk or take the chance. That's confidence. So the confidence says, I'll step out, I'll take the chance. And if it doesn't work out the first time, guess what? I'll try it again because I'm that confident.
Yes.
yes. That's it. Don't stop. Don't stop. It doesn't matter. Like, one thing we definitely have to get into our mindset is whenever you are on a walk, especially a faith walk, the devil and his tribe coming. Okay. So make sure that you know that. And once you know that, when they come, you already ready. You got your what? Your armor. You have your armor ready, right? And so we have been talking about the armor of God in business, suiting up for business with the armor of God. So we look, the devil and his people have their strategy, we have to have ours, right? And so that is so important. So important. And I'm gonna just reset real quick before we listen for the other ladies. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are the FemPreneur Society here talking about confidence in business, and our new book, Powerful Affirmations for FemPreneurs. So if you have any questions, comments on anything that we are discussing, feel free to put it in the comments and we will address. We do have a couple of people that have spoken to us. One of our FemPreneur Society co-authors, Miss Shanika Stewart. Y'all tell Miss Shanika, Dr. Shanika, that's Dr. Shanika. Tell her hi. So we'll go right back in. Dr. D, tell me how you pull this confidence over in business and the workplace.
So, in both areas, I'm a firm believer that you have to know what your best gift is. You have to know what your niche is. You have to know what God has anointed you to do. And not veer from that to imitate kind of what's seen out or what's hot or what's the latest. Staying in my lane while growing and becoming better at it. So that's my first nugget. My second one is know that God called you to it. When you know that God has called you to do something, sometimes you will lose confidence, but guess what? You can rest in Him. It's just like leaning back, like, wait a minute. But God, you said. And see, the word says He doesn't take His word back. It's got to manifest on earth. I ain't gonna preach this tonight, but
come on, sis,
His
come on.
word has to manifest. So when I feel weak or I feel insecure or I feel that lack of confidence, then I'm resting in Him. Like, but God, you said, and I know that you won't return. Your word cannot return void. My next one is I like to continue to educate and train. So in my niche, in my field, I'm going to always look for educational opportunities or trainings. And like in the as an LPC, I have to get CEU. So I like to get additional training so I can be on the cutting edge of what's happening now in therapy or in women's ministries or whatever it is. And lastly, this is where my pull-up comes back in, mentorship. In order for me to continue to maintain that confidence and to feel like I am the expert in my field, sometimes I need to go to that mentor because things are going to come up that you won't have the answer to. Yep. And the Holy Ghost will speak to you and you might come back and be like, I still feel a little insecure. Where is the mentor? And so I believe that God can give you an anointed mentor to help guide you to the next level.
Yes. True. Yes, absolutely. Now let me find out. You sat over there and wrote a whole outline. Wow.
Can do.
Come on, Lady D. Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
My ADHD starts kicking in and I can't keep still. My fingers start going.
Yes, Queen. All right, Miss Celeste, come on with the confidence in the workplace.
I wrote stuff down too while we were talking.
Oh, yes. That's good because you can forget. You can forget.
Yes. So the first thing I said was to, we're multi-capable women, aren't we?
Yes.
We can do it all. But we got to know, this is something I practice, is learn when to be the leader and when to be the follower. That's good. Because that even shows respect to other people that you're around, and that can limit some of the intimidation because you're not leading everything. So learn when to lead, when to follow, and staying in my lane, like Dr. D said, about finding your niche and knowing what I'm good at, and the stuff that I'm either not good at or I don't want to do, I don't have to be pressured into doing it. No, go I can refer you to someone else.
Yes.
Right. And the other thing I want to talk about is divine timing, because a lot of times we say God tells us stuff, but He doesn't always tell us when it's going to manifest. And so we don't need to be anxious. That's what I wrote, to be anxious for nothing, but all things by prayer, supplication with thanksgiving. Make your request known unto Him what you want, but there might be more training. You might not be in the right place at the right time for that thing that He showed you to manifest. I mean, we look in the Bible, there's certain things God told people, I want you to do this. That didn't happen until 20 years later, 10 years later, 5 years later. So not being anxious and resting in the fact that David said this, that I once was old, young, but now I'm old, but yet have I seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So I don't have to be stressed out about what he is doing. The blessings of the Lord maketh rich, but they add no sorrow. I don't need to be stressed out. I'm gonna be confident in him, you know, like the scripture said, it's the confidence that I have in him, that if I ask anything according to his will, he hears me. And if I know he hears me, I have to petition. But then being patient enough to know that his timing is better than my complaining and my like, Lord, I need about, you know, I know y'all don't do that.
He know when we need it.
Yeah, even when we think we need it, even when it's past the date that we thought it's
Right.
gonna
Look,
happen, he's
you know
still
he always right on time, baby. People
yes.
think we about to lose it.
So
About
that's
to
how I was.
lose it. Yes, I love that, Miss Celeste. Yes, yes, that was really good. That was really good. And I'm gonna just tell y'all what I have gathered from everyone's response. And it all boils down to belief, right? Believing in ourselves, believing in God's word, believing in our capabilities. And so we have to gain that confidence through our faith and knowing and trusting that God is guiding us, God is protecting us, and He's ordering our steps where He wants them to go, right? Where He wants them to go. So sometimes we might be over there crying, like, oh, but guess what? It's all in His timing. It's all in His timing. We definitely need to be doing our part. We definitely need to be doing our part, but all in God's time. And like Miss Celeste said, it may be 5 years, 10 years, however long. It might be 5 months. You never know. It's what God has for us. We can get it. And we have to know that. We have to believe that. And we have to work at it. It's hard work, y'all. In business, it's hard work. And it takes a lot of components to make this thing work out, and confidence is one of them. Confidence is one of them. If you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you? If you're scared, and I'm not going to say there's nothing wrong with a little fear, but because there is, but I'm just going to be realistic. We all get it. We all go through those times of scaredness, fear, worry, anxiety, all of that, all wrapped into one sometimes, because we may be so bent on what we are trying to achieve. And back to another thing Miss Celeste said, timing, right? So we don't know the day nor the hour, but we do know that it's possible. So that's what we work towards. And so gaining that confidence in our industry takes, of course, what you all have said, education. Get so much knowledge to your brain is about to bust in your area. These ladies sitting up here with doctor in front of their names, they have did that. They have gone to every class, they have graduated, they have did their thesis and research and all that good stuff so that they can be recognized as experts in their field, be able to provide the top quality of service, right? And so that is something to be very proud of. That is something to be very, what word I want to use? Because I don't want to, be to walk boldly in. I'll say it like that. That is something to walk boldly in, guys. Don't sit around here and downplay your accomplishments, because I used to do the same thing. That's why I'm saying this. Y'all know me. Y'all know I like to be in the back. I would never have been doing all these lives like I have been doing. But first off, my bishop spoke into my life over the pandemic and told me that God is going to bring you from the back and put you in the forefront. And look what has happened. Because it's nothing to do with Nadia. Nothing. Because, baby, I could still be sitting in the back on my computer. Y'all know how I like to be. But someone needs to hear my story. Some ladies need to be uplifted. Some of my sisters need to do some of the same things that I have done. And how will they know if I don't tell them? Right? We got to stop hoarding information, guys, too. I want to put that out there. Information is free. Now, how much of the information you want to give is up to you, but we still have to do enough to help each other, genuinely help each other, you know. And so God wants, how will his name be glorified if we don't show his work? And I got that from one of my coaches, right? You have to show the world what God is doing in your life. Otherwise, there are no witnesses. How can we say we want to glorify his name? How can we say that and we want to hide everything? And not being prideful or boastful, not at all. Being very humble, but at the same time, it's gonna show on you. When it's God, everybody gonna know it. So it's nothing that you have done yourself. When it's God, everyone's gonna know that it's just gonna glow on you. And so, saying all that to say, ladies, grab a hold of your confidence. Grab a hold of it. Grab a hold of it and let it take you to where God is trying to take you. Stop being bashful. Stop being too humble. Too humble. We ain't go like baby say, we ain't go stunt too hard. But we got the stunt for God. I mean, hey, what we doing this for? I'm just saying. I mean, y'all know we like to show our little stuff sometimes, but at the same time, glorify the kingdom. Show God show the other people what God is doing in your life so that they can yearn for that. It's so much negativity out here, so much for our children to see, for our peers, these young people coming up behind us. We have to show them the glory of God. We have to show them that it's not in a crystal, that it's not in burning something is where you get your no, none of that. It's all about him. Okay, so, and I ain't gonna preach tonight, but I had to get
you preaching, boo. You preaching.
So, yes. Hey, y'all in the comments. Yes. Thank y'all. We have some of our sisters in the comments congratulating us, some of our co-authors. Hey, my queen, Obra. Yes, let your light shine. Yes, y'all. We have to. The devil's tribe over there shining. All right. So we have to show up for God. We have to show up for ourselves. We have to show up for our family. So why not do it the best way? All right. So now that we have gotten over that confidence, let's talk about this book for a little minute. So y'all unmute your mics. We're going to talk about the book. I want to know. Let me see what I want to know, because I don't want to ask the same questions every time. And I don't want y'all saying Nadia. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you know that I was led to this project, and I was led to the ladies. Well, the ladies were led to me. Of course, I handpicked a couple of ladies as usual, but just give me a little information on your experience in the book and how it has impacted your life since you have started marketing and people are talking and people have been purchasing. So give me some feedback on what you all have been hearing about the book. And we can just go in order, starting with Dana. We're going to go in backwards order, starting with Dana, going back up to Miss Celeste.
Well, actually, with me, it's allowed me to realize that I have been playing myself down somewhat, and not feeling, that my contributions were as important, or even not even realizing the impact that I have had on other women's lives. As a matter of fact, on yesterday, I received a text um, asking about the ebook, and the lady, she downloaded the ebook, and she said, one day I want to make this type of impact in other people's lives. And so basically, she was saying, and she's someone that's close to me, and she's someone that can call me at any time. And, I'll help guide and steer her, in the right direction, whatever it is that she's calling for. And, I just didn't, you just don't realize how people look at you. You know, a lot of times in this business arena, you know, God placed something on you to do, but you have no idea of how you're going to get it done. Sometimes you're walking into things that you have no idea of. I just know that I have to do it. And so we start researching here, researching there. We don't know what we're going to find, but we don't stop until we get to that expected end. And so it just allowed me to see that I have been impactful on other people's lives, and that I need to keep doing what I'm doing and just pay attention to what I'm doing, because I don't ever want to lead anyone in the wrong direction. I don't ever want to deter anyone from following their goals. So I have to be mindful of what I'm doing at all times, because it makes me realize that people are watching, and I want to be a great example. We can't hear you.
I was just saying, yes, I love it, Dr. Felicia.
I think the biggest thing for me is the support. Like, I mean, I knew people like me, love me, and things of that nature, but just putting out the message for the ebook that day to we want to make the bestsellers list, and actually see people, buying 20 copies and buying multiple copies and gifting them to others. It was like, wow, like y'all, the support is, it just made me realize, I guess I knew it, but I never saw it put into action. It's like somebody say, I love you, but when they show you, it's an eye opener. So that was the biggest impact for me.
Good. Yeah, I agree with that, y'all, because whoo, y'all know I was up for like 48 hours those 2 days. And I was like, it was so hard. Like, I wanted to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep at first because, of course, I had to watch them numbers. But then once we hit it, I was like, oh, yes. But then I was like, let me keep watching, because so I stayed up so long, but it was so good. All right. Dr. Enola.
Well, for me, it was definitely something great to come back from being a part of the anthology of What's Your Superpower. Those that have read What's Your Superpower, to identify what's your superpower. I, was able to share what was mine, and it helped others to identify what was theirs. And I believe that this is something coming back to keep it going. That it was just it was just another notch to help my readers, those that follow me, to take their lives on a whole nother level. And as I see how God has led me with the different projects, that I had, this right here is just, it's just complementing everything else that God have used me to do. And it's also going to give glory unto God to help women. There's so many hurting women that's around us. It's so many women that wear masks,
They hide behind their careers or hide behind, their beauty or whatever. And it needs to be known. Help needs to be known. There's many that are silent. They don't even have the strength to even admit to someone that they need help. So will be a great tool for someone that may be struggling in those areas that can read, and they will be empowered, because from what I've been hearing just tonight, from what I've been hearing, if they're gonna hear that through that, oh, that's all they need to take them what they need to be to get on the next level.
Yes, 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 girl, yes. So Miss Enola, well, Dr. Enola, Dr. Young, and Dr. D were all a part of What's Your Superpower anthology. And we, like Dr. Enola said, it's just like something else to just give you that push after that push of finding your superpower. So yes, it's a really good backup. It really is. I like that. Dr. D.
So I always like to talk about the writing process, and I am going to mention Nadia, since she is. I'm a totally disobey what she said. So the writing process, again, feeling like you can do it, and even writing affirmations pours out of you from a place. It's like, where did this come from? Like, and it encouraged you at a place like, okay, by the time I got finished writing the affirmations, I was ready to fly. So I know that every single lady that reads this book is going to feel like flying after, where the enemy does not even get the opportunity to kind of get in there and give you that like negative self-talk. You are going to be able to fly. So I, again, will say thank you, Nadia, for the ultimate push. And I just believe that this project is birthing in us individually and collectively other major projects. So I'm grateful.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, you didn't do too bad. You didn't do too bad. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Miss Celeste.
Well, for me, I'm gonna tell you, I have been working in like empowerment and doing that for a long time, just feeling my way through. And this, when Dr. D talked about flying, to me, this seemed like the airplane that was going to take me to where I've been trying to go, where I've seen myself going. But it didn't happen the first year I started. It didn't happen the second year. It happened many years later. And so I learned several years ago, I think it was like 2006, I came up with an idea to do something. And because it didn't manifest what I wanted, like within 2 or 3 years, I was like, forget it. This can't be God, because it's not. Well, I was ahead of time I was like 10 years ahead of time. And if I'd have just been persistent and consistent, which is what I did the second time, because I'm like, I know he didn't give me this idea for nothing. So out of this, like Dr. D said, there's multiple births. Like that's something that God told me last year, that you're about to experience multiple births. Now I'm way beyond the child rearing ages. This stuff don't work no more. Look, I was in Florida, and the doctor said, I got good news for you and bad news. He was like, either it's going to be a parking lot or a playground, but you're not having no more babies. But God told me there's going to be multiple births, and I knew they were in business and some things like that. So I just had to be consistent and keep showing up, even when I showed up and 2 people, which were 2 of my friends, joined me on a live or whatever. But since then, it's like, since we became the #1 bestsellers, it's like people look at me different. There's like, like I already knew what God was trying to do, but then they're like, oh, wow. And I got them like, oh, when can we book you to come to do this? And, oh, we want you in New York to do this. And so I think the book was a push for me to, one, validate what I've thought about myself, but then now people are seeing it and they're willing to invest in it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. 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 To all of y'all. Yeah. To all of that. I love it. So, for me, the impact of the book, like I said, of course, I was super excited to where I couldn't even sleep. I literally had to take a sleeping pill to go to sleep that Wednesday. And I still woke up like, God, are you serious? Only because, and not because of the title, y'all. It's nothing, because I was already an international best-selling author on the first book that I was ever in. And to me, titles are really nothing, but accomplishments are, right? And the fact that God walked me, because sometimes when you're going through things, or I'm not going to say going through things, but when you are going to reach a goal, when you're shooting for a goal, sometimes you don't always know the exact steps to take. But of course, you've done your research, you've done everything in order. You've done everything you're supposed to do to make sure that you reach that goal. And then when you finally accomplish it, it's like, I just can't believe it. And the fact was that, you know, when you are doing these type of projects, you don't always want to tell a lot of people what you got going on.
That's
And
right.
y'all know that.
Mhm.
Even if it's something that's not even to this magnitude, you just don't want dream killers in your atmosphere. Like, I don't want no negativity around me,
That's right.
period. Now if you telling me the truth that I'm just unrealistic, then that's something totally different. But y'all know, when you start telling people your dreams and your goals, there's people out there that are just negative, just naysayers and dream killers. And so I kept a lot of things inside, and just between me and God going through this project. So it was really, really hard for me, and especially knowing that I had the title of, well, the weight of everyone else's title on my back, right? Of course, these ladies did not care. They didn't even know what best-selling author was, to be honest. So it wasn't like I was doing something, that they were looking so hard, because we had already sealed it with God in our first meeting. We were like, look, even if we don't get the Amazon thing,
Mhm.
this book is a bestseller. We had
Mhm.
already claimed it. So it was really nothing about, you know, that achievement that was pushing us for this book. The main thing for this book was definitely the mission, which is to give our women, kingdom business women. And I don't know if anyone has stated it, but even if you're not in business, this book is good for you, right? It is
Oh yeah.
full of
Mhm.
affirmations and prayers that can go from business or personal. So it doesn't matter if you're an employee or an employer, right? Use this book to help you. Use it to help you, because we have to wake up in the morning with it on our mind. We have to. Why? Because we're mothers, we're wives, we're daughters, we're sisters. And all of that comes before being in business, right? Because it's God first, then family, then our careers. Y'all know I'm an old Mary Kay girl, so that's stuck in me. God first, family second, then our career. So back to what I was saying though, none of the ladies were like tripping on the bestseller thing. And so I think that made it a lot easier, but it still didn't really take any pressure off of me, because it was an accomplishment that I wanted to achieve in my portfolio, right? Not just the fact that I am a best-selling author, but I helped 22 other ladies become a best-selling author. And so that
Mhm.
is just overwhelming, but it is such a joy. It is such a joy, because These ladies range in age all the way up to over 60 years old.
Mhm.
So just imagine at 60 something years old, you are just starting to accomplish some of the things that you wanted to do for yourself. You have given your life to your family, to your career, and you get to that point where, hey, it's time for me to do for me. And so that is the most rewarding part for me, is the fact that these ladies were able to take this project and build businesses out of it, make money. Like, baby, these women made money before the book was printed. You hear me? Do you hear me? All right, well, I'm gonna tell y'all about that little hustle method later, because that is what we teach in the FemPreneur Society. We teach you how to get to the bag the God way so you can keep it. All right. But anyway, y'all, this has been so fun, so good, so deep. And I rounded off to the book just because this book built our confidence. This book, like completing this book, built our confidence. It built the confidence of our ladies. I had 20 co-authors and 2 forward authors. And guess what? Forward authors are those that tell something about the visionary, which is myself. And so these ladies had no idea what they were really signing up for, as far as being a forward author, because they did it because I asked them to, right? And so just being able to give them that opportunity to pour into me, and then allowing the public to see what they had to say. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that also was a very big blessing within this project, that those ladies were able to get that out there. And then look, they became best-selling authors from a forward. Come on, God. You know that ain't nothing but God. So yeah. Now, with that being said, y'all have any parting words? We gonna get up out of here. We've been on here long enough. We have done our duties for tonight. We have power talk. So y'all come on with y'all parting words, unmute your mics and go on around. Make sure that you give us your website. You tell us what you offer. If you have not done that already, give us your websites, give us your social media. Dana, you can start.
Oh, me. Okay. Well, tonight, of course, it's been great sitting on the platform with all of you beautiful, powerful ladies. Again, Nadia, thanks for this opportunity. Um, I am Dana Ayo with HD Bling T-shirts. My website is www.hdbling.com. My social media handles on Instagram and Facebook is HD Bling T-shirts. You guys have a good night.
Yes. Dr. Fee.
I am Dr. Felicia Borski Young. I so appreciate these. I know we get on and we do this for the audience, but every time it's like having a therapy session for myself. Or I get so much out of these lives and these gatherings. I appreciate you, ladies, and everything that you bring to the table. I want to remind those that are watching that we do have a retreat coming up. And we will have, I know there may be some concerns in your mind, like they got COVID out here. We're taking all safety precautions with their retreat,
But
but
it's not
check
till
it
next
out.
year anyway, so we
Yeah,
got time.
and it's next year. But think about that, because it is a renewed woman experience, and just like we talked about tonight, recharging and resting is a valuable part of maintaining your confidence and also going to that next level. If you have not gotten the book, get the book, Powerful Affirmations for Female Entrepreneurs. You can get it on my website at firstladyconcepts.com, or any of these wonderful ladies here on tonight. I thank you all for tuning in. God bless.
Hi, I'm Dion Smith, and I'm again so thankful. Thank you, Nadia, for always the push. And you beautiful ladies always have so many good gems. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My website, I'm a licensed professional counselor, national certified counselor, is www.madewholecounseling.com. Everything you need is right there. Book link, everything you need is right there. So on Instagram, you can find me at motivate_me_D. And then on Facebook, it's Dion Cross, CROZ-Smith, and also Counseling Cafe. So you can reach me there. And if you can't find me nowhere, you can find me at church on Sunday at either New Covenant Christian Center or Jericho International Ministries. Thank you, guys. I'm signing off. Thank you.
Sis, what's their Instagram? Because maybe you got the rolling. Okay,
motivate_me_D. Motivate me
All
D.
right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting y'all stuff in the chat.
Thank
So
you.
yes, Miss Celeste.
All righty, this is great. I love y'all. I don't know if y'all saw my post the other day. I put how I just feel like, I asked the Lord to enlarge my territory, and that you are just a beautiful part of the new geography of this next phase of my life. So I thank you all for that. I'm Celeste Payne. As I said, I'm a graphic designer, an artist, an educator, #1 best-selling author, and I just became a therapeutic art life coach. And so you can check everything out about me at celesteempowers.com. And I wanted to talk about the wow pages. Those of you who have businesses, I have a online directory called thewowpages.com where you can list your business, you can list your products. The links come back to the product owner's website. You can share your events. It's just, of course, we've talked about God doing things bigger than us. It's bigger than me. I'm just being obedient and putting it out there and making sure the technology is available to do it. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for coming on tonight. Don't start clowning on the last thing. I'm trying to post our websites. 1 second. Y'all know I can't do two things at once. Put my little Instagram on here. All right. So, y'all, this has been a great, great night. Great, great discussion with some amazing women. Thank y'all so much for coming on, spending your time with us. Thank you so much to our visitors that have come on and spent time with us tonight, y'all. If you come back and watch the replay, send us some comments, send us some shout outs, and make sure that you go and follow these ladies, follow our pages, see what we have coming up. We have some amazing things. We are continuing our author tour throughout this month and next month. So make sure that you follow the Aries International page for all the dates and events that are surrounding our tour. If you have not gotten your copy of our book, listen, Amazon. Do not go on Amazon. Y'all heard me? No Amazon. Unless y'all just want it to come to me. But I'm going to give a quick reason why we don't use Amazon. Of course, we love Amazon and that gives us credibility. But I want my ladies to get all of their coins for their books, okay? So that is why we utilize our personal websites for our book sales. So support your favorite fempreneur by going to her website. That is why the websites are in the comments. Go to her website and purchase your copy. You can get the ebook or the paperback. Make sure that you reach out and tell us how you like the book. Give us your review. Also, we have some reviews on Amazon. Feel free to go there and review the book. You can look at the pages, but don't purchase it there. Purchase it from your favorite fempreneur, y'all, because guess what? You can't get a signed copy from Amazon. You can't get these free gifts from Amazon. You can't get that personal touch. All right. So reach out to one of us and get your book. Also, I wanted to plug in our journal. So y'all know the holidays are coming up. People, ladies are celebrating their birthdays. We have a journal, FemPreneur Notes, that goes with our book, Powerful Affirmations for FemPreneurs. And it is a bundle package on all of our websites. I am including a cute little blinged out pen. Y'all know I gotta be over the top, but I'm including that with my bundle. I'm sure the ladies all have something special that they are throwing in when you support us by purchasing a bundle. Look, y'all don't want to miss out. This is a blessing in disguise. This book for women, the success tool for kingdom business women. And we are going to sign off right there. Thank you all once again for joining us.
Nadia,
Go
can
ahead.
I say one thing real quick? Today is the birthday of one of our co-authors. I want to say happy birthday to Pastor Tanya Baptiste.
Happy birthday, Queen. Yes, happy birthday. Yes, that is our prayer warrior. Yes, ma'am. Happy birthday, beautiful Queen. Yes. So without further ado, we are out of here. Y'all go and get ready for your school day, work day tomorrow, and we will see you Monday morning on Clubhouse, 6 a.m. for our power call, Affirm, Align, Activate. So make sure you follow us so you can stay in touch with everything we have going on. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.